What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I have got an awesome Class A diesel motorhome for you. This is the 2025 Berkshire 40F, and the decor setup inside and outside is absolutely phenomenal. This is going to be light, bright, and beautiful, but it's also powerful enough to pull 10,000 pounds off the back, all in a really nice package. I mean, the tile is shining like justice. You got room for the kids, but if you don't have kids, you can also convert the bunk area to a closet, which I think comes in really handy. It makes it a little bit more suitable for all sorts of folks. Now we're going to start our tour on the inside, work our way around the outside, ask questions, drop comments, hit that like and subscribe button, and down in the description you will have a link where you can access all sorts of Berkshire information, pricing, specifications, links to the manufacturer, you know, all that good stuff. But again, it's the 2025 Berkshire 40F, and let's go in and see what you think. But I mean, man, that paint job, that's hard to beat. I imagine this thing driving down the road, you would have to feel like a boss rolling in here. Now for the aesthetics, while you kind of soak that in, I want you guys to take a little listen. I have the generator on, the door open, and the AC on full blast. And it is pretty darn quiet. And I've noticed that today. I've got all 11 Berkshires to shoot, and man, I'll tell you, they're pretty darn nice. No exposed ACs. You just got the returns. You got the soft touch for the ceiling. This is going to be your opposing slides here. And this slide, by the way, goes all the way back into the bedroom. But this is going to be like your cooking and entertainment slide. So you have your GE residential styled refrigerator right there. So you can pack away a week's worth of food. So whether you're a weekend warrior or someone that's going to be using this a little bit more full time, you have the ability to do so. You're also going to have a convection microwave, so that way you can do, you know, just a little bit of baking, a ton of storage, fireplace over to the left that'll really heat the entirety of this area, which is always, you know, a really nice kind of feel-good touch. You're also going to have, I believe, well, we'll get into that when we get into the bedroom, induction cooktop as well, so that way you can put down the, you know, the pan and get cooking. Up on the top, bada bing, bada boom. And then here on the bottom, you got that. Access to your plumbing and a pull-out refrigerator as well. And then I like the fact that you get the solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But you're also going to have the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the same matching piece here, hitting those dishes from all angles. You're also going to see you have a tile backdrop, and it's actually a real tile with grout, which feels kind of nice. I mean, just kind of cool to have in general. I mean, this is a home on wheels, and they treat it like that. More countertop space over here with a power tower. And then you're also going to have 3 pull-out drawers. And then this is a pretty cool little system right here. If you haven't seen this, this is, I don't know if it's called the Matrix, but it's the Connex system. But basically you can plug in an HDMI to like an Apple TV or something of that nature, and you can plug it into every TV at once at the same time, which is pretty nice. Like, you know, you got the Olympics games, you know, all day pretty much. But you, you know, can play the Olympics through every single room, including the exterior, which I think, you know, it's just pretty darn snazzy. Of course, you can pick and choose if you want, you know, some different areas. That tile right there is just shining like justice. It is going to look incredible. You're also going to be on a furnace on this unit. You have an area where not only can you buckle up when you're traveling, but it also makes some additional sleeping. Frameless tinted windows with the day and night shade. So if you don't like the sun, I mean, you don't need to see the sun. Stop the old skin from sizzling. I really like the valances. And you have the manual controls right here along with a touchscreen, but you can also have an access point on your phone as well, which, you know, I don't know which way you prefer it. I'm more of a touch and feel guy, but, you know, that option is available to you, so I wanted you to know that. Real wood, not only for the cabinetry, but also on the, not sure what you'd call it, like the building portion of the cabinetry, like the backdrop to it. So that's, you know, a nicer high-end finish. They also use a little bit more expensive hinges, so notice hands-free, but I'm yanking on this thing left and right, and it is really darn sturdy. They do a really good job on their build quality, which today's day and age, you know, that's worth its weight in gold. It's kind of a feel-good sale for sure. Table drops down for a bed, but you're also going to get a little bit of extra storage here underneath on both sides. Now above the, you know, kind of the cockpit area here, you're going to have the bed And notice it's held up by the 4 seat belts. We also got that little strut assist arm. You're also going to notice you have storage and speakers in both corners and a smart TV. Now, if you do a little bit of working on the road, or if you got some kids over in the bunk room, you know how that could come in handy. That's going to be that 5G, on the go. So call up like your AT&T or Verizon and get things a-rocking. Do a little bit of traveling, but you can also have the comforts at home. Right over here, you are going to have a top that slides out, which is going to be controlled right there. So that's going to be your step cover. So that way you don't have to worry about your feet kind of hanging around. You also have your sunshade and your nightshade, so that way, it can come down and cover up the windshield and the sides. Again, keep some of the natural light from coming in, create a little bit of privacy. And then you also have your parking brake, your charger, and then your equalizer system, or your smart level right there too as well. And then of course, obviously you got all the, touches that the Freightliner chassis, comes with, like your radio, your maps and all that. Now, the nice thing about Freightliner, if you guys haven't driven one before, I don't have an overwhelming ton of experience with motorhomes, but when I was working at a lot that did carry them, and we were carrying $1 million RVs. I mean, I'm talking about the ones that you walk in and you are intimidated just to have shoes on, and that Freightliner chassis is just so darn smooth. I mean, it is definitely nicer than my car as far as a ride quality is concerned. I mean, not that I drive a really nice car, but it's a, it's a Civic. You think it's moderately smooth, I guess. You wouldn't think a motorhome would be smoother. Maximum weight, 250 pounds. This also flips up to get out of the way, so that way you can hang some clothes. And then this is going to be one of the 2 baths in this unit. So this is going to be the kids or the guest bath. So I like how it's got a little separation, but it's still out of the way of the living room. Porcelain throne. You have a seamless sink with the seamless sink right here. And then you're also going to have access for your plumbing. A little bit more storage there. And then you have a really nice size shower with the 1-piece fiberglass shell and the Tri-Glide glass series with the shower miser. So if you're not familiar with that, if you haven't seen my videos before or somebody else's, essentially you can shut the water off from coming out so the water churns inside the tank. So that way you don't waste it while it is heating up. And then you set it loose, with your hot water. Head height in here is about 6'8", so that is going to be pretty darn handy for your taller folks. And I guess too. I'm 300 pounds, so I'm not exactly a round, I am a round guy. I'm not exactly a flat belly. And I am fitting in here pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like A+, but I think I'd give it like that B- area for a guy my size. For a kid, it is definitely the A+ zone. The old bowling gun. Plenty of storage here, along with these really cool lights. I mean, those are awesome. And then you got the old steamer sink sucker 3000 right there up on the ceiling. Now this slide continues back into the bedroom, and the bedroom is going to have the dual opposing slides and the Versatilt, which is going to have you get a lot more walk around space. Underneath the bed, you have your fuse boxes and your GFCI. To the right and left, you're going to get countertop space with a little bit of extra storage, but you're also going to get USBs. You're also going to have reading lights and windows on both sides. Again, they're going to be tinted windows that open up for a good breeze. You snuggle up with honey buns over here in movie mode, and then you flip around and you're right there for a 32-inch smart TV with a little bit of hidden storage, hanging closets here on both sides, which I'll show you. And then you have a floor-to-ceiling mirror as well. Now, head height in here, let me just show you like kind of the general space. You're probably talking about 7 feet, and I like that fan. You're not in any risk of, bonking your head. Emergency exit. You're going to have 6 of these. I mean, look at that mirror. Man, if that doesn't help you get ready and make sure you're looking good, I don't know what will. One of the best showers in the industry. I freaking love this thing. I mean, look at that. You got the little seat. Let me open up this door. Quit being a lazy bones. I mean, you could sit back, relax. I mean, I could take like an hour-long shower in this thing. This is nicer than the shower in my house. I have one of those little seats in my shower, but it's like one of those raised ones, and then my daughter gets up there. She's all fumbling around. It gets all soapy. Then she's always at a risk for, falling down and bonking her head. It's also got the Truma AquaGo, so that's going to be, pretty darn quick propane heat for you there too. A lot of good things going out of Berkshire, though. I mean, I do a lot of tours, and I am genuinely impressed with this brand as a whole. And they have all so far come with the washer and dryer, which is going to be nice for that long-term use, you know, obviously. The fancy shower here as well, with kind of the eco mode and the normal mode. And I think that about wraps it up here for the interior. Now I'm going to head around the outside, show you what she's all about there. But again, if you miss it the first time around, all of the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description of this video, along with a link for the Berkshire pricing. Not only what's in stock, but we'll also put a text line so that way you can talk to a sales guy and you know, do your thing. Disconnect is going to be right there. And again, it's the 2025 Berkshire 40F. Now they do have about 4 to 5 different paint job options, which you'll see kind of just riddled around throughout this area. So definitely, you know, make sure you kind of order it how you want. You're looking at about an added, I would say about 8 to 10 weeks or so, maybe 6 to 10 weeks on the paint and curing process if you do it, you know, kind of a custom diddly. That could be worth it depending on what your, you know, needs and wants are time-wise. Awning that goes over the door, awning that goes off of the slide, frameless, tinted. You're also, for the tires, you're going to have the Michelin tires, and they're going to be the X line, but it's a 275-80R 22.5 for the tire. Got a little bit of storage right here, and one thing I do appreciate is you're going to notice every door is going to have that strut there, so it's going to help you open it up along the way. Also, if you put a little downward pressure, pretty good amount there, you notice that it's not wobbling down on you. So this right here is going to be the more ride tray, and you can put it either that way or this way, but it's got an 800-pound weight capacity. You just want to distribute it, you know, pretty darn evenly. Outside TV, speaker, sit out here and watch the game. You also have, you know, one of your tanks and some of your access points for that. This is going to be your battery bank. You're going to see you have 4 batteries in your disconnect. That's going to be your solar charge controller, so that way you can tell you know, what the solar is doing up on top of the roof. Back end of the hot water heater will be located right here. And then again, this is the 36 XCR engine, so you'll have a 10,000-pound capacity. You're going to see your 7-way plug and your 2-inch receiver. You also have a rear observation camera there up top, and it's going to be a full fiberglass top to this as well. And it's going to go over the edge a little bit, so that's going to be nice for the fact that it is wrapped around the side. So, you know, on that moment where if something bad happens, you know, if you do get a little bit of water, it's nice to have it kind of directed and rolling away from the major, you know, the major issues. You're also going to have a slide topper here there as well, and notice that it's going to be an above average slide topper with kind of a weather guard there for you. You got your hydraulics, and then your power cord reel. You got your other batteries right here for your 6-pack of batteries. What the heck was that? Freaking thing was a wasp, and it was white and black. Terrifying. Ugh. Got your def tank and your sewer hose. This is going to be your docking station. You're going to notice there's going to be a water manifold system. So on the left is hot water, on the right is cold water, but essentially they all have different shutoffs. So if something is leaking, like in the rear bath sink and it's the cold water, we'll shut off the cold water and you're ready to rock. You also have your filter for your water, and then your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, your sewer outlet, city water connection, and the black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. Propane fill. And then that right here will be the, so you can open it up to get into the generator here up in the front. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Berkshire 40F. See you next time. See you.